Hello, we're Tim and Diane and we serve in Cambodia.
And we're here to encourage you, especially those of you who are in the later stage of life, like us. God is not finished with you yet.
Right at my 60th birthday, I was given a layoff notice from my aerospace career. Happy birthday, Tim. It was time to look seriously at what we were going to do with life. We had thought that we were in charge of our retirement, but as it turned out, we were no more in charge at retirement than we were during work. God was in charge, and God had different plans for us. We decided at that time to follow a calling that we had always thought we would someday do missions work. That someday said, why not now?
Before going overseas, we kind of have a history of that prior to MCN even, but I did some teaching in the country of Nigeria, taught at the seminary there. Our experiences with Haiti actually kind of set the tone for MCN to let us be missionaries to Haiti. I served as a pastor for 40 plus years, taught at the Lutheran High School in Concordia, Missouri, St. Paul Lutheran High School for 11 full-time years and 11 part-time when I was serving a congregation just outside of Concordia, St. Matthew in Earnestville.
Sorry, your question was thoughtful, but I forgot it. I was distracted by my hair.
What was your work?
What was my work? I can answer that perhaps in two parts. We are now in the chapel at Concordia University St. Paul. I taught at Concordia University St. Paul for more than 20 years, retired, but with a sense of God had put us in a position that we could volunteer. So we volunteered, and the link that showed up after about 18 months of volunteering surprised us from MCN with the invitation for me to teach in the seminary for the Lutheran Church Hong Kong Synod. So we spent 6 years serving in Hong Kong.
I'm very blessed that my family is supportive of serving overseas. Regardless of the activity, whether celebrating and or addressing challenges, sharing and consulting with my husband has been a blessing and has strengthened our reliance on the Lord and our spiritual walk. Making sure family members are informed and engaged in the missionary journey adds to the spiritual growth of the family.
Again, I'm thinking in terms of contact with family. The beginning of my pastoral ministry was teaching for a seminary in Nigeria and West Africa. And an air letter took 3 weeks. That was speedy. And so that sense of immediacy with family is entirely different now. And we made commitments. The first year we said we'll be home at Christmas. And before COVID, we were in the U.S. each summer, which included some time to see family, to meet with family.
Some of our greatest joys and blessings while we were on the field was just the relationships that we had made with the national people and following them in their ministries and in their life, and hopefully as an encourager and a prayer warrior with them.
What has surprised us about working overseas is how much we really love it and enjoy it. It's just been something that we've really come to look forward to when we're here going back, and missing when we're not there as well. Tim has said for a long time that it's like we have our hearts in two places, and I would say that explains it very well. But another thing that was just really surprising is we went over there expecting that God was going to work through us, right? But what we didn't realize is how much God would be doing in us.
When you've never taught in a secondary school before, was a challenge, just put it that way. Talk to the Lord a lot, but I found that the Lord can push us into things that we never thought we could do. It was not in my comfort zone, but I have been so blessed with the relationships that I was able to make there and keep even now. What a blessing. So I was blessed, and it seems that God used us as a blessing to a lot of different people over there too.
As an educator for over 30 years, I've learned a lot that education plays a key role in changing people's quality of life. And it is rewarding to be in a profession that positively affects people. Knowing that education is a tool that empowers individuals to be productive citizens of any nation, serving overseas at this capacity, utilizing my professional experience and spiritual gifts in advancing the kingdom's work, towards fulfilling the Great Commission is my greatest joy.
I would say the relationships that we share with the people and friends that we have made, both when we were in the country, will last forever. Absolutely will last forever.
Go for it.
Well, of course, the first thing I would say is to pray about it. The next thing is talk to people. Talk to people who have been missionaries. Ask them all kinds of questions. And then talk to the people who are closest to you, who know you and love you very much, and get their insights. Those are so important as well. And then take all of that and pray about it again.
Look at it again as a great opportunity, God opening a door for you to do so. Obviously, pray about it and then jump in, because I'll use a phrase that Lutheran Heritage Foundation uses, and that phrase is Jesus never fails, and ultimately that's who it's all about. So if you're thinking about that, then, pray about it, find all the information you can about it, and then join this great group we know as Mission of Christ Network.